Now, building a fort there would enable me to go on and attack Al-Suways, wouldn't it? So I think you can only build a fort in an area that you own. I think that's the way it works. Okay, so let's have a fort here. In fact, should I also get some... Oh no, I don't want light troops, they're a waste of time. Okay, let's get a fort in there.
Yes, sire.
Okay, fort within easy reach. And we have Cairo. And we're one settlement away from winning the game. So, let's have a quick look through all our settlements just to see what we need to improve in terms of tax rates. Very high tax rate? Oh, I don't think so. Let's make that a high tax rate instead. I think we need to make something that's going to make people happy. Let's have an inn. Over here we've got, what's that, Banyas? High tax rate, they're okay. And normal tax rate, 200%. Okay. Public order, 200%. I can't know anything about it anyway, so... Okay, what's that one? Very high tax rate. Yeah, I think I'll get a church in there just to make it a bit easier on them in the future. Oh, a fair bit of money around at the moment, so why not? Normal tax rate, very high tax rate, 90%. I think I might just settle that population a bit as well, actually. And here, yeah, already looked at Cairo. Dumyat, I want in Dumyat. Small chapel, just to make them all happy. Don't think I need any better troops than I've already got, really. So, as in Ascalon, we'll go for the port that we want. And... oh, what was it in terms of... yeah, happiness. Yeah, they're okay. And high tax rate here, and on yellow, Acre blue. So let's make those happy as well. Large stone wall upgrade. Let's have that, I think. And Jerusalem, they're okay. What should we go for? Siege works. So we get one of the big boys. Okay, it's going to take ages to get that, but who cares? Now, why did they lose? I wonder why they went down. Tyre. What should we get here? Something else to increase the income? Why not? And Tripoli, what can I do in Banyat? In Banyat, they're on green already, aren't they? And they're on high tax rate, so could put them on very high. Let's give them a mine. Yep, so get a bit more money out of them in future. Kerak. Should be able to retrade. Oh, well, I've got 17 left in the pot. So, what am I going to get next time? 6,577. So that's looking good. It really depends on what the Turks do. I can't see any Turks around, but there are bound to be some. So, good thing that we paid them all that money, I think. Paid off the Turks. It's got to be good. So, next turn, can't recruit any people there anyway this turn. I think I can probably afford to let more men go out of here, really.
My lord.
Let's have these out of here.
Your will, sire. Sire. By your command.
Speed that up a bit. Yep, okay. So, really nice full army there now, isn't there? Yeah, okay. Let's see what he does this time then. Just give me a chance to take that catapult and that ballista over to Al-Suways, and the game is mine. That's all I ask. But he's attacked somewhere. Or has he? I don't think he has, actually. Gosh, whoa, he's hitting me from every angle at once now on that fort, isn't he? He's, what's that? 15 turns. Target, Al-Suways. great empire extending its borders. You'll be rewarded with some military units. Oh no, I won't. I'll be rewarded with the winning of the game. Look at that lot there. Wow.
Yalla, my sultan wishes you
Yeah,
dead.
I know he does.
Sibni Lawadi, infidel.
Yeah, blow your sultan. I don't care. What I want is to hit Al-Suways. And he's got a big army in there. How do I get a big army to attack Al-Suways?
My lord.
More to the point, what's enabling him to defend those, to raise or maintain, I should say, all of those troops? It's daft, isn't it, really? Can I hit Al-Suways without having to fight those troops? I don't know. But I'm going to try anyway. I've got these, so I'm going to go for it.
Sire.
Because this could be the end of the game.
As you command, my liege.
Right.
Laying siege, noble
Maintain
sire.
siege.
We shall prevail in
Okay.
this siege, sire.
And if I put in these,
My lord. Yes, sire. Joining forces, my lord.
how many have I got
Yes,
now?
noble sire.
Yep. And what? Another unit maybe? Don't know. Why
Your
not?
will, sire. As you wish. Combining forces.
Okay,
sire.
so I now have
My liege.
a full 20.
Honor, sire.
He's got a decent amount of troops in there. So, shall we see what happens? Well, I'm sure you're not going to notice this, but I've had a week to think about this, because I had a holiday, a long weekend, and I had some time off after then as well. I have managed to upload some videos, but it might have seemed like I'm still here, but I haven't really been. Anyway, the thinking time I've had is that if you look on the bottom left-hand map, you see this area here, this corner, yeah, there's a place here. You see that? No. And I've figured out, whether rightly or wrongly, that is another Egyptian place. There is another test that I can do. You can see they've got Al-Suways at the moment. You can see that's rebel and that's mine. So they can't have those areas. So if I look at is it this one? I'm not too sure now. The faction ratings scroll, and I look at what the Egyptians have got, which is, where is it? This one. And I look at the territorial ranking. Yeah. What you can see here on the territorial ranking is that this line here is 4. Yeah. So that will be 3. That will be 2. That will be 1. And that will be 0. So in other words, he currently has 3 areas. Now, that's obviously of concern to me, because I'm thinking, well, where on earth are those 3 areas? Because he certainly hasn't. He's got Al-Sulway. We know that. Al-Sulways, I should say. Now, if we come over here, we'll find he's got this area here. So that's 2 areas that we know he's got. I suspect that map, that graph we've just looked at now, doesn't include the place that we've just taken, which is Cairo. So I suspect he's only got 2 areas, but I'll have to find that out, won't I, with time. Anyhow, for now, what I intend to do is, in the same line as somebody suggested to me recently, is to draw away his troops. And I'm thinking the best way to draw away his troops is, well, in 2 ways. I'm going to cut these troops off here by blocking this bridge with these troops from here. I know they're depleted, but I'll go into that in a moment. At the same time, I'm going to block that bridge to stop his troops from getting through this way. I'm also going to reinforce those troops so that they're stronger in position there, and hopefully draw away some of these troops from here to come and attack me, which will then leave Al-Suways open to me. At the same time that I'm doing that, I'm going to attack from Alexandria, from here, and from Tanta, with any troops that I've got available to come and take this place out here as well. I'll send an assassin in ahead as well, see if he can help that, and hopefully give them a general. So the idea is that I had planned to win the game completely by turn 20. It is possible for me. If I was to throw all of my troops here, here, here and here at Al Suways, I'd lose a lot of men and several armies, but take Al Suways. That was my original plan. So I thought, well, all I need to do is take Al Suways to win the game, because I have 15, I would have 15 territories, and I'd have thought I'd have wiped out the Egyptians, but I won't, because as I said before, this place will still remain, and I would then end up with hardly any armies around here because I'd be exhausted, and he would still have armies around there. So it's going to have to be slightly more long term. And I'm really sorry about this, because my target was to complete the game by turn 20. It's looking like it's going to have to be turn 25 or beyond now. Anyway, that explains the whole of the strategy. So the first thing I'm going to do is think a little bit more long term, and in Tanta, over here, I'm going to build a church. I'm going to have a church there, and I'm going to, in fact, before I do that, let's think a little bit more about exactly what we're going to do with these troops. Let's address these troops first, because I need to know how much money I've got available before I do this. So these chaps in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the Squires of Tripoli. Now I know that means I'm going to lose one of the units.
Your will, sire.
Yep. And I'll send that one back to Ascalon. If anything chases it, I'm not really too worried about that, because it takes an army away and heads it in that direction. So that's probably more in my favour if that does happen. Okay, I'm going to send my Knight of Jerusalem. I thought I had a depleted Knight of Jerusalem somewhere as well, but I can't now find. Oh yes, I have. There he is. He's got three. He's got 3 chevrons in there, and there's only 3 men in there. So I'd like to recruit to that unit, or rather repair it, or however you want to say it. I'm going to merge my sergeants. If I put the where are we? The 26 into the 39, that gives me 5 left over, and then I'll put the 21 into the 21, and that will mean that I lose a unit, the 21 into the 21. So I'll lose a unit, that goes down to 42, but it gives me a fairly decent unit with experience with 42 men in it, so I'm going to use that unit there. I'll send those also over to Ascalon to get that unit replenished, is probably the best way to describe it, isn't it? Okay, having done that, I'm going to bring out the general here.
Yes, no.
Well, this is my crafty move. I hope it works anyway. Out to here. Yep. Okay, now somebody said to me before you can recruit mercenaries in this, and sure enough you can. So I'm going to get some units out here. I'm going to get all these decent units. These are really good quality spearmen. Somebody said, will you show me the troops? Well, here they are. You get 75 in here instead of 60. They're Crusader sergeants. You know, they've got an attack of 9 and a defence of 16, which is pretty good by my standards at the moment. They're quite expensive, and the upkeep isn't cheap either. There's a bonus fighting cavalry, so that's not a bad thing either. Combat bonus in woods or snow, so I think we can just about ignore that in the part of the world we're in, but they can do shorter on as well, so that's quite handy. And then I'm going to get some of those, which are, these are just like your heavy infantry, your unhorsed knights. They're really good close combat heavy infantry. I'm going to get some Crusader knights as well. Basically because they're the best that I can get, and I'll hire all of those, 6,400, so that's basically all my money gone. But since I've got so many troops all over the place, just in case the Turks invade in other parts of my kingdom, if I can call it a kingdom, then I need some better quality troops down here really.